Y'all, I'm trying to warm up. It's not freezing, but it's a nice amount of brittle going on or whatever. But I'm gonna mess with some of these horoscopes because I'm interested to see what's going on with some of y'all and what's on the horizon with y'all. So I'm gonna mess with some of these horoscopes for a minute. And y'all know too, sometimes I might finish them and then sometimes they'll slowly come dragging in or whatever. Just depends on the mood, but I do always finish them. But starting off with number one, Aries. Aries, how y'all doing tonight? What I have on the border for you is, do I want to say misjudged or misdiagnosed? But you're going to turn inward and be okay with this. For a lot of you Aries, there has been something about you. I don't know how this rumor ever got started about you, that you were very, very cocky and you were very, very conceited. But most people that don't like Aries, if they don't like Aries, it's for those two reasons, because they are considered to be extremely cocky and they are overconfident. And you know, for a long time, even through high school and junior high, a lot of you let this worry you because you didn't understand, like, where that came from or where that rumor came from or what got that rumor started, and what was the dynamics of that thing there. Um, but you never did go around, trying to correct no one. You just let it lie the way it was, but it was something that some of you did silently battle with. But now you're getting to the point where it is what it is. And the truth is, you've never been cocky or you've never been overconfident. You were just sure about who you were, and you were sure about the things that you wanted, and you went after those type of things. And sometimes a person with confidence can intimidate people. And so whether you knew it or not, you were putting off intimidating vibes just because you were being yourself in a world where people are masked up, and they don't know how to be themselves. So it bothered people. So they labeled you as over cocky or overconfident. But what you're going to do, you're at peace with that now, because the older that you get, you're going to start looking back on things, just kind of going through some things, and you're going to see why these people labeled you the way they did, because they were just extremely intimidated. Because you're going to look at some of these people that judged you or bullied you or whatever, and you see exactly where their life is now versus where your life is. And not that you're being judgmental, but you're a part of you is just starting to understand that now. And there's going to be more than a few people that you look at that give you that same evaluation that you can consider to be accurate. The thing about a lot of Aries parents ran a tight ship, ran a tight cruise. They were more about education. They were more about book smarts. They were more about getting things done. And if you had time to jack off or party or have a little fun, then you could. But the thing was, you didn't really have much time for that. So it didn't allow you to really be able to feel yourself in that manner. And if you did have fun or jack off with people, it was mostly with people that was around you, people that you grew up with, people in your neighborhoods. You know, you didn't get footloose with everybody. Because see, the thing about you is you like to take care of things because that's the way you were trained, and that's the best way you know how to do, to make sure you have your ducks in a row. Make sure you know your clothes is out the night before. Make sure this and that. So you didn't really get a chance to get out here and run free, versus a lot of other signs, parents back then, let's be real, they might have didn't press that issue right there. The kids could party, the kids could hang out all night long, they could do this and that. And now here they are on their own, slowly turning around, trying to figure out how to get themselves in together. You know what I'm saying? It was a reverse thing with you and these people or whatever. And the thing about you is, you know, let's be honest here, it takes a lot to stimulate you. It takes conversation. Like, you don't like conversation that's not in depth, because you don't learn from conversations that's not in depth, and you aren't able to teach in conversations that's not in depth. So, you know, you would cackle or ha-he on the side, but then you was always the type to get back to business. And a lot of people didn't like you for that. But now the main people that gave you problems and gave you hell about that wish that they had been doing what you was doing and trying to get in line and trying to get in alignment to get something popping off. Because here they are 30 and 40 and 50 years from now till that day, still trying to get something together, still trying to make something hit. And you're starting to understand that other people's problems didn't have anything to do with you. That's just the way you were born. That's just the way you were made to be a go-getter, to get out and get it, to set sail once you see it and map it out. But you are going to start enjoying yourself and getting a little bit more looser, because that's a part of you that you really didn't get to explore. But even though you start exploring this side of you, this funny side of you, or this more extroverted side of you, you will still be selective about who you explore these sides with, and you will forever be cautious, because that's just who you are. You will always be on alert, because that's just who you are. I love you. Mwah.